bit of a bard today. My name is Gemma, or I go by the dark Bardess on social media. So I'm going to start with something very basic. I'm going to show you how it can be used just to go along with a bit of a chant. So this one you might know if you know Hailung. What if I want to tell you the path you choose leads to downfall, but you only understand the language of the sword? What if I want to tell you to leave my family in peace, but you only understand the language of the sword? Taken from rune stones, so I quite like that one for its authenticity. There is no authentic music from the time, which is really sad. The closest we have is it's like 2 lines, and it was a law book written in runes. It's called the Codex Runicus, and it's things like, if you kill your neighbour, you must pay this much gold, twice as much if they're a weaver, because they're important. And at the end, there's just 2 staves, and it goes with lyrics in runes, which means, I dreamed a dream last night of silk and feathers, which is quite pretty for Vikings. You might think they're all kind of hurrah. We'll do some of that as well. So the next one I'm going to do, the words are from the Poetic Edda, and it's from Bardess. It's probably not the one you're thinking of. I'll do that next. This one is, I'll sing it in English as well. I'll try and do most things in English so you know what I'm on about. And this version is sung by a German band called Teufelspack. And this bit is the prophecy of the seeress. So this is when they dig up a priestess from her grave and say, sorry to bother you, we really need a prophecy. And what she prophesies is Ragnarök. And of course the melody for this one is written by Einar Selbik of Bardess. He has a 7-string lyre, I've got a 6-string, so I'm going to do it a little bit differently, but I'll start with the traditional bit.
Spilje karlar helgar kindir Nairi og meni mögu heimtala Velt vad det var för att förvirtela Fjönsbädda fyra daue främst av Bara haldarna i mir gik Var sanden jag ser en jag sår en hajini Jag vann regen jag uppgivni Kapsar kinunga ben brås Listen, all you children of Heimdall, whether rich or poor, you must be still. Odin has commanded a prophecy from me. Ancient tales of men I remember. In the beginning, in the time of Eve, there was no sand, no waves, no sea. There was no earth, no other heavens. A keeping void we call Solter sorna sig förliman Kurvor upp i himar störno Gisar i mi byrad nara Likar hit i vida pini Sjölvan Prejt varann Paris gav där hon värdas Någon fyrst många ser hon sedlar Skälva Yggdrasils askstandar Imret halvna tröjen låten The sun will darken, the land sink in the sea. The shining stars will fall from the sky. Blazing fire surrounds the life-giving world tree. Towering flames light the heavens brightly. Brothers will fight and kill one another. Cousins too shall forget their kinside. Yggdrasil stands mighty but trembling. The great ash groans, the giants are set free. Loose now, Ramond var saya bedre man, om han hade bedre kläder. Dronningen gav han en klädepåstånd, av frågan var stor glädje. Sedan jag gick jag här, säger Ramond. Sedan står mig inte bra, säger Ramond. Raymond would seem a better man if he had better clothing. The queen gave him clothing befitting his rank of blue wool, linen and leather. I don't want these, said Raymond. They don't suit me, said Raymond the younger. Raymond, Ramond gick sig vid Saitons strand. Där såg han sitt jättestande. Tagge jag Ramond på mitt minsta hånd och kastade langt fra landet. Tycker ikke denne do, säger Ramond. Eva kommer alldeles ut, säger till Ramond den unge. Raymond walked along the shore and saw 7 giants there standing. I will pick you up with my hand and throw you far from this land. You can't do that alone, said Raymond. So will 7 of you come, said Raymond the younger. Ramond tog till sitt dyra svärd, det han kallade ymlingen öde. Och han har gett oss ut med en färd, av brådet rann vännen då döde. Det ligger alldeles ut, sagt Ramond. All stoja jag är nog, sagt Ramond den unge. Raymond then drew his special sword, the one called the Deer Tower. He sliced through all of their necks in one swoop, and the giants bled to death. There will 7 of them lie, said Raymond. Yet I still stand, said Raymond the younger. I still stand, said Raymond the younger.
In English, but I'll do some bits in Old Swedish.
Vid tiden morgonen solen och brann, innan fåglarna började sjunga, började trollet freda till fågelungar stäm. Hon hade en falsk liger tona, herr manna passing young swain, she spoke with a false tongue. Lord Mannerly, will you marry me? I would richly reward you. I beg you to answer just with a yes or no. Is it yes or no? I would give you the 12 wild steeds that graze in yonder meadow. Never have they felt a saddle on their back or a bit between their teeth. Hermanneli, prolopeni mi vederio, Bardess o iena, I cuore la suora, la storia e l'arme, o mi vederio. I would give you a gilded sword that jangles with 15 rings of gold. Wield it in battle as you see fit, and every foe you will vanquish. Hermanneli, prolopeni mi vederio, Bardess o iena, I cuore la suora, la storia e l'arme, o mi vederio. Treasures such as these I would gladly receive if you were a good Christian lady. Don't think that I don't know that you're a pagan witch, begotten from sprites and the devil. Lord Mannerly, will you marry me? I would richly reward you. I beg you to answer just with a yes or no. Is it yes or no? The mountain witch turned on her heel and fled. She cried and lamented loudly. If only that young swain had married me, then the curse on me would be broken. Lord Mannerly, will you marry me? I would richly reward you. I beg you to answer just with a yes or no. Is it yes or no? We had marched all night long. Now silently we stood upon the ridge, an army of 15,000 strong, looking down at Stamford Bridge, at Stamford Bridge. The English stood upon the hill, caught off guard, we had to retreat. The omens of this day boded ill. The river cold and wide lay at our feet, oh, at our feet. Death, moving for the kill. Today, Norseman blood will spill. One man walked out on the bridge, a Dane axe held firm in his mighty hand. Alone he stood against our foes, a giant berserker of a man, of a man. rusted axe of me. Just come at me, I will not flee death. I know that it awaits, but soon I will enter Valhalla's gate, Valhalla's gate. On the bridge, they met his axe. While he stood, none could pass. His axe cut deep through flesh and bone. He held the bridge all on his own, and 40 men died by his steel. And the only way they could make him kneel was to send men out into the stream and stab him with a spear from beneath, from beneath, oh, from beneath.
Mess it up.
I heard ya, we call them. I heard ya, Odin's chosen ones, Odin's chosen ones. The noble dead go to a place where Odin entertains them, until the day they know will come, the day of Ragnarok. They fight all day, they feast all night, warriors in Valhalla. And when that fateful day arrives, they'll fight by Odin's side. I heard ya, we call them. I heard ya, Odin's chosen ones, Odin's chosen ones. Hey, 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 the gold bright roof is made of shields with spears for the rafters. Seats of breastplates line the hall around the many tables. They feast on a boar called Seironir, who resurrects in morning. With their horns they drink the mead from the goat maiden. I heard ya, we call them. I heard ya, Odin's chosen ones, Odin's chosen ones.